Okay. All right. All right. You guys can see this screen, right? You can
Yes.
see the screen. Yeah. Let me just open this chat box. Okay. All right. So 29th of Friday, 2023. General outline we'll just draw now, because as we start our day by drawing the sessions, right? So let's just draw all the sessions. We'll just draw all. Forget about these things, liquidity drawings. We'll just draw all the sessions first. Okay. This is London session, all right? London session or London rally. Let's just say London rate. Okay. Jnanamuti, have you seen the two videos, the part 1 and part 2?
Yes, I have seen that.
You have seen them, right? No, because you have to understand those videos before you learn these, because it will not make any sense if you don't watch them.
Correct.
Yeah. So what is the next session? It is the AM session, which is the New York one. So in the New York one, let's just see. This is the New York session, which is the AM session, right? Okay. The next one is the lunch rally or the lunch rate till 1:30. All right, we mark that. Let's just name them lunch rally. All right. What is the next one? Next one is the PM session. Oh, sorry, I didn't mark this correctly. Yep. PM session is from 1:30 to all the way to 4 o'clock. All right, 4 o'clock. All right. So what we do here is we mark its highs and lows for every session. All right, PM session. Let me just So the London rates sell side liquidity has been swept, right? So I'll just mark it with a white and an X. The London rates buy side liquidity is still present, right? So I'll mark it in a black. Just mark it like this. I'm actually outside right now, so don't mind the background noise. This is the London rates buy side liquidity. All right. This is still present and the sell side has been taken out. Now what? The AM sessions buy side liquidity, right? AM session buy side liquidity, right? This is present and the AM sessions sell side liquidity has been taken out, has been swept, right? So we don't mark that. Lunch rallies buy side liquidity has been swept during the Asian trend, right? Asian session. So we mark it as X. Even the PM session has been swept, but the PM sessions sell side. All right, now PM sessions actually. Let's see. Yep. Both the PM session and lunch rally has its sell side resting at the similar levels. So we'll just take the least one, and we'll just mark. I'll just mark it out here because that's the future. We don't know the future, right? All right. This is PM and lunch rate sell side liquidity. All right. PM and lunch rate sell side liquidity. All right. Now what? Lunch rally. Sorry. So just by looking at this, we can say that, look, just because there is liquidity on the top doesn't mean we have to target those levels, all right? These things just help us to determine whether it's going to be good buys, whether short term or long term, I don't care. Good buys or good sells, all right? Since there is liquidity on the top, and since the Asia has an overall downtrend, all right, since the Asia too has an overall downtrend, we take those sells, right? Sorry, we take those buys at 2 a.m. Now here's what things get interesting, because in part 2, I've told that there are first the Asian timings, right? The Asian timings start from Asian trades start from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. All right, and the London session 1 is from 2 to 3, and from 3 to 4 it's again London session 2. All right, so there are basically 1, 2, 3 sessions that we trade during the pre-London and during the London. All right, so first of all, what did I say? Just mark out the extreme FVGs. All right, this is an extreme FVG. All right, this is an extreme FVG all the way sitting here is an extreme FVG, but it has been broken out, so we don't consider that anymore. Let's just take this as an order block. We can simply take this as an order block. All right. Yep, this is an order block, clean order block. So what happened here? We usually start trading from when? 1 a.m. right? From 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. What did I tell? The recent trend continues, right? From 1 a.m. Look, from 12:30 to 1, it's basically an uptrend, and you need to realize this, okay? This is not a block. Kunal, since you were also here that day, I'll just ask you this block. We entered, we actually thought to enter buys, but we didn't, right? In this order block. Because it reacted off of this order block. And there is a market structure shift in the 5-minute time frame, okay? In the 5-minute time frame, we could have actually used this as a breaker. We didn't, okay? Because there was an FVG over here, and I was actually looking to sell rather than buy that day. So we could use this breaker and we could have entered longs. It was that simple, because I didn't realize that, and I wasn't happy with the RR that it actually gives me. So I didn't take that trade. It was like 1.5 or something. And I actually thought the trade it would actually reach this level, but I was wrong. But still, we managed to enter this buy, which I'll cover later. So where we entered was, we missed this entry. Okay, we missed this entry. So what we did is we switched back to the 1-minute time frame, and we went to the 5-minute. What is that? The 5-minute inverse fair value gap, which is this small line right here. This is the 5-minute inverse fair value gap, which got broken really hard. Then what happened? There was a simple tap in over here where there's a 1-minute fair value gap. So we actually entered around here, I think. Yeah, we entered here. We took only like 30 pip, that thing, and after 1:1, we put break even, and it sadly hit our break even. So I anticipated that the price would reach this fair value gap before it actually drops, which didn't happen. But luckily, we took our break even, so no issues. And even if even that, actually the price action was really good, because it reacted really good off of the 5-minute inverse fair value gap, and there was a clear fair value gap over the 1 minute time frame, right? So another mistake where we did was we did not take this as a market structure shift, and we could have actually entered this cell over here, but sadly it lost us by 1 pip. I think our sell limit was at 713 or 714, but the price did not retrace back, so that's fine. That's okay. So what's next? What did we enter next? Next, what I'm gonna tell you is it's completely based off time delivery. Okay, that's the reason I give more importance to the time rather than these market structure shifts and whatnot. So what happened here was it's actually pretty simple. If you guys look closely, this order block before it actually created a market structure shift. What are these? What are these things? These are all fair value gaps, right? These are all fair value gaps. Okay, but which fair value gap did it actually react? This one. Look at this fair value gap. Okay, I'll just delete all the unnecessary things. All right, I'll just delete these things. Now just observe this closely. This fair value gap has been dominated by what? The power of this order block. It actually tried to move lower. Okay, stay with me, guys. Okay, it actually tried to be, it actually tried to move down because we can see all this resistance over here. But finally, what happened is it broke through, right? It broke through. And what happened at 2 o'clock? Look, a complete market structure shift happened, and all the fucking losers would put their stop loss over here, right? Kunal, you were there, right? I told you there
Yes,
is a lot
yes,
of liquidity over here. Price would tap and fall. That's the reason we only target this and not this FVG. It was the picture perfect trade during the last day of the year. Now what happened is you have to just extend the small inverse fair value gap over here and just look at the reaction. 1 week, okay, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You can now see that there is clear resistance and the price might not go further down, right? Now what you do is you have to check the fucking time. Okay, it's because I entered the buys purely because first of all it was 3 o'clock, and in the part 2 video I explained it clearly that the London trades are completely time based trades. 2 to 3, if there is a rapid fall, this is the clear fall, right guys? This is a clear fall. Anyone would realize that this is a clear fall. What would the losers do? They would enter cells. Maybe they would take this as market structure shift, and they might have entered cells over here, right? Where would the stops be? Obviously here. That's as simple as it gets. Okay, you just have to find which fair value gap or which inverse fair value gap the price is even reacting. What was the time here? It was exactly 3 o'clock. What happened? During a 3 o'clock recession, during a 3 o'clock period, if you have a market structure shift, you can fucking enter buys like blindly. And there was the confirmation of this 5 minute inverse fair value gap. Okay, 5 minute inverse fair value gap. All right, this is the 5 minute inverse fair value gap, and yes, this is the clear market structure shift. All right, just a second. Yeah, this is the clear market structure shift. And what happened here was this is forex.com. Yeah, that's the reason. All right, what do we do here? Now, if you actually observe closely, you can call this as another inverse fair value gap. This is a 1 minute inverse. Now, just because I draw all this shit doesn't mean that you will get all these inverse fair value gaps that I'm looking at. Okay, you and I look at the charts differently, obviously because of the experience. But still, if At these times from 2:45 to 3 o'clock, if there is a good market structure shift, because the price reacted off of good key zones, aka sweet spots, the 5-minute inverse Vega, be it the order block or whatever. If there is a good reaction at these zones, you can take the latest FVG as a fair value gap or an inverse fair value gap. Since there's a market structure shift here, but we actually entered here. Why? Because look at this. The price tried to move lower, but it didn't allow it. Finally, the price broke through with what? With the body, right? With the body of the complete 1-minute candle. Now we have two confirmations. First, there's a market structure shift towards the upside. Second, the 3 o'clock time is coming closer. What happens at 3 o'clock usually is it's a fucking liquidity grab. It's not more simple than that. Okay, that's the most the straightforward way of telling that. It's a clean liquidity grab. You don't need to know that it's a liquidity grab or a final move, whatever. If from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, if it's a downtrend, super downtrend, and there is a good fair value gap or whatever you take a auto block or whatever, if it's lining perfectly with the time and the place, and at the 1 minute you have the structure clean, what you do, you enter buys here itself. You target what? Just below the inverse fair value gap. Okay, I'll just put it 30 pips because of the spread and all. You just below the 5-minute inverse fair value gap, you can just target that. And what do you target? Only this high, because this is the highest point from 2 o'clock all the way to 3 o'clock, right? And there's all the sweet liquidity resting, and this is a perfect 1:3 trade. So yeah, that's the the way to find a perfect inverse fair value gap from 5-minute. You have to switch from 1 minute and all that. It's a lot of work, but you have to attend all these live trades to actually see it for yourself, or at least watch the YouTube recorded ones that I post, the live executions. This was a picture perfect trade, man. We cannot do any better in the 2023 last day. All right. So what I need you guys to do is very low sound. Kunal, can you hear me, or is it too low right now? Kun-
I can hear
Janamati?
you.
Yeah, okay, okay. It's fine, right? Yeah. So what I want everyone to do is just, just any doubts, just ask me right now, or else you won't understand. Obviously, you will have the doubts. Not Kunal, because he has been attending it every day, but the newer guys who just recently joined. 90, I think he knows. Janamuti, you have any doubts? Please feel free to ask, because if you don't get these doubts solved, no matter how many live trades I post, you will still get your psychology fucked. All right, psychology is the number one thing, man. Hey, Svino, what's up, man? A tiny bit late. It's okay. Guys, any doubts you need to ask now, okay? Janeji, Reggie, you have any doubts, buddy? Venkatesan, Lee FX, y'all have any doubts? Just ask them, unmute them, and ask me right now. I'll just clear it. It's actually pretty simple, but it's the first time. Everyone will have the doubts. You don't see the charts like I do. None of us see the same things like each. We have different perspectives, we have different ideas, but it's ultimately based on whether the market is going to go up or down. You just have to guess it right. If you guess it right 50% of the time, then you're done, man. You're profitable, obviously. Right? Right. 90, got any doubts? You joined, right? Yeah, that day you joined. Yeah. Janmurti, you got any doubts? Kunal?
No, Krishna.
Okay, okay, nice. Okay, all right. You guys did understand that. All right. Swinar, gonna go back test for
Here?
last year. Good, man, good. Swinar, you from tomorrow you're gonna join, right? Swinar?
Yes, but like I said earlier, I don't join early in the morning.
Ah, no, it's okay.
I
But
start.
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Just
yes,
learn these things because it's ultimately the same thing, right? So, it's ultimately the same thing. Even in the New York session, everything acts
yes,
according to the liquidity, right? Everything acts according to the
yes,
liquidity.
yes.
Yeah. So as long as you learn, you're going somewhere, man. You're going forward as long as you learn.
I will start to take trades
Exactly.
tomorrow
Okay, man. All right. All right.
when they.
Sure. Sure.
It's okay. Yes.
Venkatesan, you got any doubts? Lee FX, any doubts to be solved, or did you guys understand the last year's last trade?
I understood completely.
Yes, yes, Kunal. Oh, you got it in the live,
No,
man. You understood it in the live only. That's good.
Mm.
We got it live. Getting it live is different.
Actually, the best practice is to come and see the live trades because once the
Exactly,
chart is
exactly.
formed, it
Once the
becomes
chart
a
is
bit
formed,
easier.
it becomes like, yeah, this guy is kind of shady. It's just a replay, man. But in the live, in the live, it's completely different. You don't get the same things in the live as you do now.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. VFX, you got any doubts? Or Janet, Reggie, all doubts? I think that's the today's thing. Today's topic is only about the inverse fair value gap and which why we enter buys or sells or where do you act. All right. So probably another 2-3 classes regarding this part. So part three will have maybe 2 or 3 different classes according. Tomorrow maybe we'll talk about breaker blocks, okay, and advanced breaker blocks. Today we talked about FVGs and inverse fair value gaps. All right, it's that simple.
yes.
All right, this is recorded. I'll give you guys the link. So after this, please watch that and solve any doubts. Post the doubts in the group. I'll answer them. All right. Everyone have
Sure.
a great day.
Thank you, Krish.
All right. All right. Everyone have a great day.